Have you ever found yourself just wondering, staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., trying to figure it out? Why does she seem so drawn to him? The guy with the motorcycle and the unpredictable schedule, the one who doesn't text back right away, the one who seems to play by his own rules. Meanwhile, you're there. You're stable, you're reliable, you remember her birthday, you help with her rent, you're the good guy. And yet you feel it, a distance, a wall, a sense that for all your effort, you're not quite connecting, not in the way that he seems to, effortlessly. Have you ever imagined why most women like the bad guy? Let's reframe that. It's not about being bad. It's not about being a criminal or a jerk. It's about something else entirely, something primal, something men have been culturally trained to suppress and that women have been shamed for desiring. Most women will forget your financial support to them as a partner, but no woman forgets those wild moments of intimacy. The ones that are seared into her memory, not just her body. Every woman wants it wild, but she won't say it. She can't say it. Our society doesn't give her the language for it without judging her. So she stays silent, hoping you'll just know, hoping you'll take the lead into that wilderness. Stop just giving her money. Start making her feel like a woman, not a transaction, not a responsibility, a woman. Do that, and she will never forget you. Do it now, before it becomes too late. I'm Dr. Mira Paul, and for years, my work in psychology and human behavior has circled around one central, shocking truth. What we say we want and what we are biologically wired to respond to are often two completely different things. And gentlemen, if you don't understand this wiring, you are quite literally speaking the wrong language to the woman you desire. Let me tell you a story about a patient of mine. We'll call him Mark. Mark was 62, a successful architect. He'd been dating a wonderful woman, Sarah, 38, for about a year. He was a classic gentleman. He paid for everything: dinners, vacations, theater tickets. He remembered her friends' names. He fixed a leaky faucet in her kitchen. He was, by every modern definition, a good guy. But Sarah was pulling away. She was becoming distant, making excuses not to see him. Mark was devastated. He came to me confused, heartbroken. He said, "I've done everything right, doctor. I provided. I've been supportive. What more could she possibly want?" I asked him one question. "Mark, when was the last time you two had a fight?" He looked at me like I had three heads. "A fight? Why would we fight? I avoid conflict. I want to make her happy." And there it was, the entire problem, right there. He was trying to create a conflict-free, comfortable, safe bubble. And in doing so, he had removed all the electricity, all the tension, all the life from the relationship. He had become predictable. And predictability, gentlemen, is the silent killer of attraction. Are you with me so far? Does this ring a bell? Even a little? Type 2 in the comments right now. Just a quick 2. Let me know you're still watching, that this is making sense. This isn't just my opinion. This is hardwired into our biology. Science has shown us that the human brain, particularly the female brain, is wired to respond to emotional peaks and valleys. A flat line of constant, predictable niceness doesn't register. It's background noise. But a sudden, intense peak of emotion, a moment of raw, unfiltered passion, or even a heated debate that gets the heart pounding and then is resolved with powerful, passionate intimacy, that creates a memory. That releases a cocktail of neurotransmitters, dopamine, norepinephrine, that literally addict her to the experience, and by extension, to you. When I explained this to Mark, he was horrified. So I'm supposed to start fights? I'm supposed to be a jerk? No. 1,000 times no. This is where most men get it wrong. The goal is not to create negative drama. The goal is to create positive tension. To be a man of such deep, unshakable conviction and presence that you are not afraid of a little friction. You're not afraid to lead. You're not afraid to want what you want passionately. Stop giving her money. I don't mean become a deadbeat. I mean stop using your wallet as a substitute for your personality. Your money is a tool, not a personality trait. She can get money from her job. What she can't get from her job is the feeling of being utterly desired, taken, and overwhelmed by a man who knows who he is and what he wants. Making her feel like a woman means awakening that primal part of her that wants to surrender. Not surrender her independence, her mind, or her career, but surrender to the moment, to the experience, to the raw, physical, animalistic reality of being with a man. It means looking her in the eye with a sly grin and telling her what you're going to do to her later, in the middle of a boring dinner party. It means grabbing her and kissing her like you mean it, not like you're asking for permission. It means leading her on an adventure, even if that adventure is just a spontaneous drive to the beach at midnight. Still with me? This is heavy stuff, I know. It goes against everything we're told. If you're realizing that maybe you've been playing the game wrong, drop a yes in the comments. Just say yes. Let me know this is hitting home. This is about psychological dynamics. A psychologist will tell you that safety and security are base needs. But once those are met, and for most modern successful women, they are met by their own careers, the higher need becomes passion, excitement, transcendence. She doesn't need a provider. She needs an experience. She needs to feel alive. The wild intimacy she will never forget isn't about acrobatics in the bedroom. It's about the intimacy of being seen in her rawest, most authentic state, and you being right there with her in yours. It's the intimacy of you being so fully present, so out of your own head, and so tuned into her body and her responses that you guide both of you to a place of pure, unthinking sensation. It's the shocking intimacy of you taking control, not because you're a controller, but because you're a confident leader who allows her to finally, blissfully stop thinking and just feel. This is the secret language. It's not spoken with words. It's spoken with a look that lasts a second too long. It's spoken with a confident touch on the small of her back that says, "I've got you. Follow me." It's spoken in the low, quiet tone you use when you're telling her what you want. It's the electricity of you being a man who is not afraid of his own desire or of hers. So, how do you start? It begins not with her, but with you. It begins with you reclaiming your own life, your own mission, your own passion. A woman doesn't want to be your entire world. She wants to be invited into your exciting world. What are you passionate about? What gets you out of bed in the morning besides work? What did you love to do before life told you to grow up and be responsible? Reconnect with that. That energy is magnetic. Then bring that energy to her. Stop asking, "What do you want to do tonight?" Tell her, "I'm taking you here tonight. Wear that dress I like." Stop tiptoeing around her feelings. Have an opinion. Disagree with her. A passionate debate where you both stand your ground is infinitely more attractive than placid, polite agreement. See her. Really see her. not as a project to be managed or a princess to be placated, but as a powerful, incredible woman with a wild heart buried under layers of responsibility and politeness. Your job is not to worship that woman. Your job is to unleash her. Have you ever tried to just take charge in a situation where you'd normally ask for permission? What was the result? I want to know. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going. This isn't about manipulation. This is about awakening. It's about speaking a language that her soul understands, even if her mind has forgotten the words. It's about giving her the greatest gift a man can give a modern woman, the freedom to not have to be in charge for once, the freedom to be soft, the freedom to be wild, the freedom to feel. That, gentlemen, is what she will never, ever forget. That is the memory that will play in her mind for decades. Not the time you paid her electric bill, the time you pinned her against the front door and looked into her eyes like you were a starving man and she was the feast. The time you drove it to the hills to watch a meteor shower and didn't say a word, just held her hand like you were claiming it. The time you argued about politics and then ended up laughing and tearing each other's clothes off. That is the stuff of life. That is the intimacy that binds. So I'll say it again. Stop just giving her money. Make her feel like a woman. Awaken the wild intimacy. Do it now, before the distance grows, before the spark fades, before it becomes too late. You have that power within you. It's not about being a bad guy. It's about being a whole, passionate, authentic man. If this resonated with you, if you felt that ping of recognition and you want to understand more, not just about attraction, but about how to truly thrive as a man in your prime, how to harness this psychological dynamic to build relationships that are both passionate and profound, and how to improve your health and vitality after 60 to have the energy to live this kind of life, then I want to help you. This is my life's work. If you want more actionable tips to improve your health after 60 and the psychological dynamics of female attraction, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss my next video. We're going to go deeper. We're going to unlock the secrets together. This is just the beginning.